So in the Yass Valley here, most of the vegetation, a bit like you can see around us here, is southern tablelands, boxgum grassy woodland or dry sclerophyll forest, where you mostly notice lots of gum trees with a few shrubs and some grass underneath. And as you can see here, most of the area has been cleared for farms and houses. And this, along with many other things that humans are doing, are contributing to climate change. And the consequences of that for us, if we don't do anything about it, is for in the Yass Valley here, our climate's going to get hotter. Some of the projections show it gets drier, others show it gets wetter. And what's also going to happen is our rainfall will change. So we get less rain in winter and spring and more in summer and autumn. Not only that, but we'll get a lot more fire days and extreme weather events. So really it gets hotter, more unpredictable and more harsh over time is what's really happening with climate change here. And the impact of that is that some plants will survive that change and others won't. It'll be the same with the animals. But also it means if there's more extreme heat days, for example, then that's going to affect what it's like working out of doors, how many days we can actually manage to play sport in summer, what our landscape and environment looks like that we live in. There's a good chance it won't be the relatively comfortable place that it's been with 4 seasons, distinct seasons each year. It'll be either more like places further north and west, like Dubbo and Forbes and Gilgandra, or maybe like some places further south like Bairnsdale in Victoria. But this really means we need to do something about it, and Landcare's been having a go at doing different things to respond to climate change over the last couple of years, because we think by working together we can really make a difference to what's happening in our local environment and what's happening in the climate. So we've been doing some work around climate-wise planting, around improving our soils, and also around improving our grazing on farms. And these are all great ways to make a difference. So what we should see as all of these practices that we're learning start to come into effect is that if we walk up to the top of Bowning Hill, we'll be able to look out from there over our whole region and see a more thriving, healthy, resilient landscape that can adapt to climate change, but also we'll be doing as much as we can to make sure that climate change doesn't get any more extreme than it already is. So if you want to make a difference, get involved with Bowning Bookham Landcare, give something a try and actually make a difference. Doesn't matter whether you live in town or you're on a farm or you're not even living in the region. There's lots and lots of ways to get involved. So follow us on Facebook, get in touch on social media or by email and get involved, because there's lots of things that we can do and we can make a difference, and the more we work together, the bigger the impact we'll have.
The Bowning Bookham Landcare Group is an active and passionate group of like-minded people who aims to work and learn together to grow landscapes that are healthy, biodiverse and resilient. If you're interested in keeping up to date with our journey or to get involved with the group, you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Bowning Bookham Landcare, or get in touch by email bblandcaregroup@gmail.com. Bowning Bookham Landcare Group's Let's Try It program is partially funded by the New South Wales Department of Planning, Industry and Environment, together with South East Local Land Services, through funding from the Australian Government's National Landcare Program. We'd like to thank them for their support, along with our members, volunteers and contributors, which allow us to continue to provide these valuable programs.